Thank you very much. Welcome. Toastmaster Taylor has been a member of this club since June of this year. Today he'll be speaking to us about one of his crazier experiences with his speech titled, "Have you ever fist fought your boss that you didn't like?" I have. Please give a warm welcome to Toastmaster Taylor Funk.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Good morning. Has anyone else ever fist fought their boss before? Let's just go out and ask. Kind of, sort of. I'm curious to hear about that later on. I think we all are. Everything I'm about to tell you is true to the extent that I remembered it correctly. When I was 19 years old, I moved to San Antonio, Texas. I needed a job. So my neighbor, my next door neighbor, he happened to own an electrician shop. And I, at the time, was very interested in electrical work. I thought it would be a great way to build my resume and to progress. And at the time, I was interested in solar. I wanted to learn how to move into the solar industry. He offered me a job to which I accepted. We went to this electrician shop, and as a part of the onboarding experience, a new apprentice electrician is assigned a lead man, a journeyman. This journeyman electrician, lead man, was named Dwayne. Around the shop, he was known as the Pitbull. He'd earned that nickname from fighting, and he loved it. Dwayne didn't love me. The first day I showed up on the job, he was in his Pico cowboy boots. He had his Levi jeans on, had his collar, thick shirt, and me being brand spanking new with my nice brand new Nikes, my nice button-up polo. He looked at me, and from that day forward, he just had his chip on his shoulder against me. I remember trying my best to be his friend. I wanted so badly to be his friend, to learn from him. He was bald at the time. I had hair, believe it or not. I had hair. But I shaved my head. And he had a beard. I grew my beard to try to be more like Dwayne, to no avail. He disliked me so much, and he loved to do this. He would roll up the windows in our truck. He would light a cigarette, and he'd blow the smoke in my face. When I was driving. Yeah. The guy was just trouble. So for 3 months, I endured his abuse, trying desperately to be his friend. Till one night, I hit my breaking point. And in my inchoate thoughts, I realized that I had to fight him to gain his respect. I didn't sleep well that night. I was sick to my stomach. And I was so nervous. He was 40 years old. I was 19. I was a couple inches taller than him. He was substantially bigger than I was. He's from Texas. I'm from Utah. I didn't feel like my odds were very good. But to work I went. I showed up that morning, and as an attempt to avoid this fight, I told him, "Dwayne, please, leave me alone today. Please." But he took that as an opportunity to turn it up to the next level and to put on the heat. And so off we went to a construction site for a brand new home. I unloaded the truck and the boxes into the house, and I tried to separate myself from him. I went to one side of the home, he went to the other, and I started working. I got a call on the phone. It was a doctor. Give me results. I hear from the other side of the house, "Get off the mother phone!" I said, "Doc, I gotta call you back." Put down the phone, stood up, and I walked over to him. I said, "Dwayne, what's your problem?" He said, "Give me your phone." I said, "No." He said, "Give me your phone." I said, "No." I said, "That's fine." He walked all the way out the front door of this house. And there was a 4-foot porch, concrete, several columns on the front. In the front yard, there was no grass, it was all dirt. There was a pile of wood and trash, and there was a bobcat off to the opposite side of this pile of trash. He was standing on the front porch right here. I followed him out, and I dropped my tool belt. You guys ever seen those black electrician's tool belts? You know what I'm talking about? This was those Western style. He walked up to me, got in my face, and I pushed him as hard as I could. He slammed into the back of a column on the front porch. And I'd never seen someone's eyes turn red so fast. He ran at me, tried to tackle me off the top of this porch, to which I twisted. I have no idea how I didn't fly off. And we began strangling each other, sliding cheese grater each other across the wall and the columns in this eternal grass flying around. We both flew off the side of the porch at the same time, holding on to each other. I jump up. I, at this point, thought that I was going to die. He jumped up a little bit faster, lunged at me. I grabbed his clothing, used his momentum to throw him. He went head over heels running, and his head hit the side of the bobcat. He flips over. At this point, I'm crazy. I tried to kick him in the face with my Pico boots, totally miss. Fly onto my back. Flip over. He tries to jump at me. I jumped off the ground, tried to spearhead him as best I could. And that was the end of our fight. Moral of the story, don't fight your boss.